On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, Carl. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on, let's go. What, 90?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Kaiser. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, let's go! Red 38!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, gone. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Come on, let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin as the Lions. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Kaiser. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And his throw is incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here we go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round!
On second down, Kaiser again. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
They'll throw again. Kaiser. He dumps it off to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go! 190! 190!
Kaiser yet again. And Conley's got it over the middle. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Come on, let's go!
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long. It's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. And even 60 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Block 20. 12.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 2, gone. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, let's go!
On second down, here's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Let's go! White, 90! White, 90!
First down, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I got 11. Here we go!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut!
Kaiser to throw it. Buying time to his left. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now he's going to let it go deep back, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, That's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On play action, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fielded at about the 28. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Longacre coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
To start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Going deep here for Parker. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Second down, Kaiser. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun. Goff. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw is gone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Flex round, flex round. Rush it. Ohio, Ohio.
To throw, Kaiser. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
17.
They pitch it out to Johnson. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Cut!
To throw on second down is gone. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Johnson. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Lee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Lions. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
A handoff to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And some strong running. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Flex round! Flex round! Hot! Hot!
On third down, Kaiser. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a first down throw, gone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Goff on second down. Lee's got it over the middle, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the gun, here's Goff. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if this team...
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Gone. A deep ball for Dotson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd and 10, gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Now it's gone. Completes it to Lee. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
76.
Play action. It's gone. And the pressure gets to him again.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Barkley shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Still going. And still, he's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Running left, it's Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Lions, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.